Welcome back to the channel, and hopefully this is going to be a quick video for you today. What I plan on doing is just creating the isometric in this one. So if you want to see me do the 2D drawing of this one, that's going to be in a later video, but for right now I will be creating the isometric. So let's jump over to AutoCAD and get started. Alright, so hopefully I can make this simple. We're going to first go ahead and put the ortho on. I'll go ahead and turn off the grid since I don't need that. And you can take a look at the running O snaps that I typically will have on as I'm creating this. Okay, let's go ahead and turn the isometric on by selecting the ISO draft button. And now we're going to kind of create the base here. So I'm just going to start off with the line here. Click, and then I'll go over a distance of 100. Let's escape out of here and get it right to the center of our screen. Okay, I'm just going to keep continuing with this. I'm just going to go up a distance of 10. Go back this direction, 100. Come down a distance of 10. Okay, so now I've completed this. I just left the chamfers off, right? I need to shorten these two in order to include that chamfer that I want to put on here. So all I got to do is select this line here. I'll grab this grip. I'll drag back this direction and type in 10. Likewise, going this direction. Okay. Now I can grab these lines here, and I guess I could have stretched them both together, but I'll just grab them here and place them on the end points of each other. All right. So this is basically that bottom base of what you're going to see. Next, I'm going to draw a line going right up from this midpoint to a height of 60. And then I'll go ahead and put in my isocircles here. So EL for ellipse, I enter. Let's go ahead and select this center. This one has a radius of 20. I'll go back to the ellipse command, isocircle. Go ahead and place in here. And this one will have a radius of 10. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is copy this line down a distance of 30. And now I can just copy this line over in two places, right? So I'll just go to copy, select the base point here. And the radius of that inside circle is 10, so that offset is going to be 10. So I'll go 10 that direction and 10 that direction, right? So all I'm doing is just copying this. Let's go ahead and do a little cleanup with the trim command. And let's see how much of this we can probably get that slot showing. That's what I'm imagining that I can do. All right, perfect. Next, I'm just going to go ahead and copy this line. Pick a base point here and do the radius of that one, right? So that one was 20. So it'll be 20 going that direction and 20 going this direction. Okay. Let's go ahead and trim out the rest of this. Just a couple of more lines here. Okay. So now we basically have that shape done. Oh, I forgot to trim off this portion here. Okay. So now we have that base done. Now I need to kind of duplicate this to the other side, right? And the width of this is going to be a width of, let's see, 50, according to the drawing here. So I'm just going to go to copy. Let's go ahead and put a window around all of this. Let's go ahead and change our ISO draft. Let's use the ISO top. Pick a base point here, go this direction, 50. Okay, so now I'm going to draw a line from that end point going to here. I'm going to select this line and just copy it to a few other locations, right? And we're not going to see it there at the bottom, but we will see something happen right in here. Also, where's the quadrant? On the back side of here, we will see that. And then there should be an endpoint here. Okay, let's go ahead and delete some of this stuff that we're not going to see. I'm just going to try to clean this up a little bit. by, let's see, erasing some of these lines in the back. So I can get rid of this line here, this one here. And I'll just trim off this portion here at the top. And we can also erase this line here at the bottom. And we can trim right off here in the back. Now I'll save some of these lines just in case some other stuff show up, because this is assuming that the total distance going across here is one complete piece. But we know that this has a thickness on it of 15. So now I'm going to start working with those. So I'm just going to grab these portions here. And let's go ahead and copy these as well, just to see if I get any show through. Okay. Just going to copy these lines. Click here. I'm going to go forward a distance of 15. All right. Let's go ahead and erase this line here. I don't need it anymore. And I do see that I will have some show through going through here. So I'm just going to trim this going up this direction. I'll trim here and here. And that's basically going to take care of the show through that I'm going to see. Let's go ahead and finish trimming here. All right. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing here for the back half, right? So I'm just going to go back to the copy command. And I'll select all of these lines here. Base point, and I'm just going to come forward a distance of 15. All right. So now I'm going to really start cleaning this top portion up. Let's go with the trim command. And I know that it trims off right between here and it stops at that line. Same thing here at the top. And I will have to put another line over there just to show the other portion, and I'll take care of that here in a second. Let's see what else I'll see. So all of this is showing. I don't have that portion showing. Just trying to clean off some of the rest of these other lines that I see. And then here in the front, I noticed that this edge is going to be in front of that. So as I'm cleaning this up, a lot of stuff is starting to show to me. Okay. All right, and that's about where we are. Now I need to just kind of complete this part again. The easiest way of doing that is just going ahead and deleting this line here, and then grabbing these two, and just copy it from that endpoint back to that endpoint. Let's go ahead and go back to the trim command and trim through here. Okay. Now I'm going to do a little bit more trimming here, so I'm just going to get rid of that. And then I also need to see if what's happening here is going to show through, right? Easiest way of doing that is, let's go ahead and delete that line here. I'm just going to grab this line again and do a copy on it from that endpoint to here. I hit the escape button too soon there. I'll do it again. Let's copy that from that endpoint going to that endpoint. So what this tells me is that I will see something happening through there. So I'll go ahead and trim off right between here. And you can see that that'll be that back half that I can see. All right, we need another line that's kind of shooting through here. And what I'm going to do, just to make sure that that line is the exact length, I'll create a line here. And then I'm just going to move this line from that endpoint going to here. All right, so that tells me where the edge of that will stop. So when I trim this, I know that it will not extend past that. I'm just kind of looking through here. Now there are some other contour lines that we can put on the inside of here just to show them. Like for here, I can draw a line from that endpoint going to this one. And that just shows a little bit more detail into that contour. Let's go ahead and copy this. Take it right to the back here at that endpoint. Then go back to the trim command. Okay. Alright, and I think I probably have this one done. Alright, so hopefully you enjoyed this, and like I said, I tried to make this video as quickly or as quick as possible. I didn't want to make it too long. If you enjoyed watching this, or if you have a comment for me, maybe I went too fast for you, please go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Or if you like these type of videos where they're just quick and simple, trying to keep them under 15 minutes, so you know I don't have these super long videos. But thank you for watching, and as always, just keep drafting.